to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Today is Saturday, the 23rd of March, and we are live. We'd also love to hear from you. Call us up on the North American Metals hotline. It's super simple, 503-548-6777. Doesn't matter where you are. If you have questions, comments, reports, we'd love to hear from you this morning. We got a little bit of time in the very beginning of the show to get a couple of calls in, but if not, that's okay. We got a ton of photos that everybody's been sending in. We're going to show you those here in just a little bit. As always, though, in this upcoming segment, we're going to try to make sure that you're well aware of what the conditions are going to be like as we go into this spring break here in Oregon, at the very least. Looks like we got some nice weather for a couple of days, and then it goes right back to spring weather. But that's a good thing. We're going to have, of course, river levels and fish counts, all that. Ryan, by the way, there were several people that didn't know that there were fish that actually had crossed Bonneville. They saw it first here yesterday. That was interesting to me. Today, though, for the first time in our studio, one of our newest sponsors, we've got Raymarine. Mike Cerdic is here in the studio. We're going to talk a lot about Raymarine. There is a tremendous Northwest connection here to Raymarine. It's a electronics company that has a fantastic story, let alone unbelievable and in a lot of cases unrivaled technology. Things that we can use, just like if you fish the Columbia, if you fish lakes, if you fish small rivers, if you fish the bays, if you fish in the open ocean, you are covered all the way across the board with some extremely impressive technology. And the very first one out of all my research that I started, and I learned a little bit about it today from Mike. Y'all know when you look at your fish finder and you've got your sunglasses on, most of us wear Smiths for a reason, you can't see it. You've got to kind of pull your glasses down to see your monitor. Not with the newest technology that they've patented. You can actually see everything. You might think that's not a big deal, but in the end, for me, it's a huge deal. I'll be able to see everywhere I'm in the boat and see that monitor with my glasses on. That is just one fraction, just a speck of what some of this new technology is that they have available. And we're going to find out a little bit from Mike about that. And we're going to talk about the Axiom 2 Pro. Did I get that correct? Very interesting product and something I'm looking very forward to having a chance to find some fish on. And hopefully dummy into one that's dumb enough to bite my gear. But it'll help me find them at the very least. But we'll talk about that with Mike here in a little bit. Along with that, of course, we're going to make sure that you're well aware of how to send those photos in. But we do have a couple of calls that are coming in, and I want to get to those. Should we take the calls before we do photos, Ryan? Let's talk to Dennis. Dennis has got a report from the Cowlitz area. We hear from him every so often. Dennis, there was supposedly going to be a couple of openers this week for good opportunity. Did that actually happen, or did that not happen?
Kind of good news, bad news, really. It's still dead. There's nothing out here. I had a guy in my living room on Thursday, DIY guy. I never DIY anything. I know guys. But he was standing here and got a message on his phone, and he opened it up, and it showed 3 different reels, one of County Line, one of Mill Creek, and one of Abernathy. And there must have been 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 seals, sea lions. Oh, wow. You name it.
So it sounds like at least something has shown up. There's a reason why those sea lions have shown up. There's got to be something there for them.
I've never seen that many in my entire life at that quick, but they're, I think Abernathy is probably about 4 miles away to Crowflies downriver for me.
Yeah.
So they can't be too far away.
Now, I'm not sure exactly what they're planning on doing, if there's going to be another opener or something like that going forward, but you would expect that maybe there would be. But at least
hope so.
It's interesting to hear that those sea lions have shown up. We did get the report before the river kind of blew out a handful of days ago that most of the fish, if not all of them, were pretty tore up, meaning that the sea lions were chasing salmon around as opposed to chasing smelt around. So it's interesting to see how this is all going to kind of play out before that first week of April closure.
It's getting awful late in March. So,
Dennis, as always, man, we appreciate you sharing some info, sir. You have a great day, okay?
You too. Have a good one, Owen.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for always calling and sharing some great info. Let's go ahead and hold on to Jeff since he's got a question about water levels. We'll talk about that in this upcoming segment. So let's show you some of the photos that you've all been sending over. Super easy to do. Look at that. Nice the sturgeon's bigger than he is. Camden's catch and release. Looks like Papa sent this in. Very cool photo. Nice sturgeon, too. God, that's a clean one. God, I miss chasing those. I really do. After so many years of doing it, I'd love to have me an Axiom Pro 2 to stare at those things down in about 100 foot of water on the Columbia and count the scoots on them. Cool photo. Thanks for sending it in. It's easy to do, everyone. Don't be intimidated by sending photos. Chris Brown, look at that. That's a rooster fish. All right. That's a bucket list fish for me one day. I wouldn't mind tangling with some of those. I used to have friends that would go down there and run around the beach on quads with fly rods, actual fly fishing. And that's all they would chase is roosters. Up into 50, 60 pound range. God, that'd be a ton of fun. Chris, thanks for the photo. Here's some delicious tacos. Good day fishing. Justin sent this in. Justin, how you doing? Nice photo. And some nice walleye. Look at that. I see 8, 6, somewhere around 8 or 10 tacos there. Can this thing find walleye as well? Okay, fair enough. Lucas, Kyle looks like sent this in. Nice steelhead, and we're still going to have some opportunities for steelhead, everyone. I know not everybody, but the vast majority of us around here have kind of switched gears to spring Chinook, and for good reason. With the way the conditions are, I totally get it, but there's still going to be some options for late winter steelhead, hopefully. I'm going to be kind of gone this upcoming week, but I will be chasing some steelhead towards the latter part of the week. Here's a nice one, March Springer. Johnny sent this in. Got a pretty good idea where that is. I'll keep it to myself. A nice little football of a Springer. Probably delicious. It's not that far down the road, hopefully, for myself. We'll see. But when you actually get lucky and catch one and take a photo and send them over, we'd love to see them. I know where that is, too. Kind of sad. March Steelhead, Chuck sent this in. Nice fish, too. Nice hatchery fish. Spent quite a bit of time in that little spot right there. Nice photo. Thanks for sending that in. Nice fish, too. Here's another good one. Wow. Maverick's first. If that's his first steelhead, you just ruined him. I mean, that's a dandy. Very, very cool. It's the Fox 12 app is usually the easiest way to do it. We'll show you how to actually make all that happen. Here's another Springer. John Kaiser. He's already been out catching them. We need to get a hold of him for a live report, Ryan, because that's going to be a good source of info for all of us to learn from John. Great photo, by the way. Anytime you got a kid in there, I'm just going to tell you right now, you're cheating, and you will end up on air when you do that. But like I said, it's super simple. It's the Fox 12 app. It's free. Download it. Follow along with everything here at Fox 12. And then, of course, Outdoor GPS. Send those photos and video. You take a good video, we'd love to be able to show that off as well. And maybe you want to win yourself some free breakfast. I say that because it's my favorite breakfast. I know I've already said it probably too many times. But if you go to gps@abbeys.com, you'll enter yourself in for the photo contest each week. And if you do win, you'll get a giant pizza. And by the way, when they say giant, it's because it's giant. And you will have leftovers. For normal people, you'll have leftovers for cold.